already on block 6 of the Designer Mystery Block of the Month. Hey, this is Carrie with Canary Quilts, and this is block 6 for the Designer Mystery Block of the Month. This block this week is called Coastline, and it was designed by April Rosenthal. And April, if you watched any of my Moda Midnight Moon Quilt Along, she was the one who designed the fabrics that I used in that. They were called, I think they're called Midnight Magic 2 is what the fabrics were. So that's how I know her name. And she was the one that designed this block, and she called it Coastline, and she used these beautiful blues in this block. And back here on my wall, I have the other 5 blocks, so you can see the progress that we're making. It is gonna be a beautiful quilt. So there's 6 more months of this. There's gonna be 12 mystery blocks, and I already started on one of the background blocks, and I'm hopefully gonna be doing the other background block here soon, which is like a log cabin. It's gonna be fun. So anyway, this is pretty easy to put together. I walk you through, I show you my cuts, and then I show you how I put it together, and then we get it all put together. So I love the color she chose, and I love the block. It's really pretty. I love the star that's just gets set apart inside the block. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. You'll get notified as we go along in this, and you get to see this beautiful quilt get put together in about 6 months. I can't believe that. I can't even believe we're on block 6. But anyway, yeah, and we've got other fun stuff going on here. I just did a box opening this morning that was a blast. It was the Jolly box, which is a Christmas mystery box, quilt box. So I'll put that link right up here if you want to watch that. And I've got other quilt alongs, so yeah, stick around. So let's get started on block 6 of our Designer Mystery Block of the Month. So I'm going to walk through the fabrics, just show you the fabrics that we got for this, and then I'm going to cut them, show you my cuts, and then we'll just start putting it together. I've looked through the pattern. It doesn't look too difficult, so it shouldn't take very long, and it's going to be beautiful. Okay, here's my pieces cut, and here's our background A, our B and C's, D, E, F and G, H and I. And I did that because they're grouped by colors here. So to get started, you want to take your D fabrics and mark them on the diagonal. Your I fabrics, mark those on the diagonal. And that's it. So we're going to build our corners, we're going to build some flying geese, and we're going to put our strips together. And then we just put the whole block together, so it's not too hard. So let's take our B and our D first. Got my machine set up with a 1/4 inch foot, and Orfil thread in the top and the bottom. Bobbin. I always say bottom, it's bobbin. So what we want to do is take a D and a B and put our D so it cuts off this bottom right hand corner of B. And while we will sew on the line, we'll trim 1/4 inch from the seam, and then we're going to iron towards this white corner. So I'm getting all of these ready to go, and I'm going to sew it, trim it, and iron it. And then I'll be back. Okay, there we go. We got all our corners ready to go. Ironed towards that white corner right here. So the next thing we want to do is take our A, C, and E, and we are going to put them together like this. A, then C, whoops, and then E. Oh, I'm making a mess here. Come on, Carrie, get it together. And then E. So that's how we're putting them together. And we'll just start here and put A and C together, and we're always ironing away from the center, so away from C. So let's put all our A's and make sure that your background, you have the right side up, so it's right sides together, A and C. Okay, we've got all our A and C pieces sewn together, iron towards A. So now we're going to add our E. I'm just going to flip it upside down for now. We're going to add our E to our C, which is that middle blue piece. We're going to get these sewn on, and we're going to come back and iron towards the E. So away from that center blue. Okay, there's our strips put together with A, C, and E. So now we can set those aside and we start building flying geese now. So you want to take your F and we're going to take our I's. Don't need those. Our F and our I. And we're going to take our I, put it right sides together with our F, so we're chopping off that top left corner. And we are going to do the same thing here as we did before. We're going to sew on the line, trim 1/4 inch from it, and iron towards the white corner. So I'm going to get all of mine ready to go to sew. I'm going to take the remaining 4 I's and do the same thing on the opposite corner. We're going to chop off that upper right corner. We're going to sew on the line, trim 1/4 inch from our seam, and iron towards the white corner. And then we'll have some flying geese. We'll have 4 flying geese actually. There's our 4 flying geese units. So we have assembled everything we need to assemble. Now we just got to put all our pieces together and make the block. All right, we just want to start with the star in the middle. We're going to take our flying geese we just did. They're going to go around the center like this. And then our G pieces are the corner. So there's our star, center star. So we want to basically put these together as rows. So we'll put these 2 together first, and we're going to iron both of these towards the squares. And then we'll put this together and iron towards the center so that we get opposing seams right here so they'll nest. So let's just start putting these together. Pin the side you're going to sew. And I guess we could just put this together too. We could sew all of these at once. And iron, just remember we're going to iron towards that solid patch in all our rows. Now we'll do the same thing. Add these to the other sides of our rows, iron towards the solid patches. Okay, I got my 3 rows done, ironed towards the patches in each row. So that means that when I take this and put it over top of this one, the seams right here are going to nest because they are in opposite directions. I love a nesting seam. So line up your seams, pin in between. We are going to sew, and we're going to iron away from the center row. Okay, there's our center star. Now we're going to just start building around it with our rows. Take your corner units and point that white corner towards the center star. And then our strip units are going to go with the background white towards the outside, so that these two fabrics meet right here. And this is going to go together where we do rows again. And we will always be ironing towards the strip in every row. So you'll iron this way, you'll iron this way, and you'll iron this way. So let's get started again. Put your corner and strip together. Line up your edge, clip it. Strip goes onto your star. There are no seams to match. Well, that's always good. I guess it's always good, huh? All right, get these sewn on and always iron towards the strip. Okay, got these attached and they're ironed towards the strip. We'll do the same thing with these 3. Attach it, iron towards the strip. Got my ends put on and we're ironed towards the strip. So now we can put these together, our rows. Line up those seams we just made. They'll nest together. And then line up our edges. Again, no seams to match. How nice of April Rosenthal to make it so there's no seams that we have to match when we're lining this up, other than the ones we made, which are nested. So I'm going to put both sides on. Goes like that. I'm going to get them both sewn, and then I'm going to come back. And again, we're ironing towards the outside rows. All right, we are done. We just iron these towards the outside rows. And we have our beautiful block. Designed by April Rosenthal. Not too difficult to put together, and it's gorgeous, as all these blocks are. And the fabric is gorgeous. All right. Well, I hope this helped you out. Let me know how far you are in this these blocks. Give it a little spritz. Help it lay down. And tell me how it's going for you. you're new here, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. If you like the content you see, there is a thanks button down below. You can hit that. And yeah. I had fun making this block. I had fun making this video. And I'll see you in the next. Bye.